Hey everyone, my name's Adam Lewis and today we're going to be talking about wave riding. Hopefully sort of taking you from struggling sort of along, losing speed to full speed polar cow smashes. And I think basically with wave riding there's one really common mistake that everyone makes when they're learning, and that's moving your hands along the boom. I think it's something that makes an absolutely massive difference and it really gets overlooked. So first off, we're setting up on the wave. We've got our wave coming here behind us, and what you want to do is as you start the wave ride, sit as high up on the wave as you possibly can. And you do this because as you start to wave ride, what you want to do is to be able to drop down the wave and pick up speed. And then as you go into this, you're going to carry that speed through the turn. Obviously, if you start your wave ride 3/4 of the way down the wave or at the bottom of the wave, you never get that speed to take through the turn. If you were surfing on a surfboard, you don't sort of try and turn at the bottom of the wave. You start at the top of the wave, drop down and turn. It's the same principle with wave riding on a windsurfboard. You're going to slide your hand back down the boom, bend your knees and drop down the wave. And what you want to do is drop down the wave, and as you get further and further down, sort of get lower and lower. What you're doing here is sort of storing up as much energy as you can and getting, obviously the smaller you get, the more you carry your speed. If you're upright and sort of straight legged, you're not very efficient and you also tend to lose speed quicker. So dropping down the wave, I always try and imagine myself as this little ball of energy, storing all the speed up that I can. Dropping down the wave, I want you to move your hand as far back down the boom as you possibly can, right to the boom clip if possible. Okay, and then we're dropping down the wave, coming back around, and then as you're coming back at the wave, what I want you to concentrate on is leaning your hips to the inside of the turn, to the inside rail, and having the sail towards the outside, keeping the sail as open as possible and keeping as much wind as you can in the sail. Okay, and then from here, as we get round to the back towards the top of the wave, what I want you to do is slide your hand right to the harness lines. And as you slide your hand to the harness lines, this is when you start to put your heel pressure on. Okay, and what you do is then carve the board, following the sail around, coming around, and then as you get to this point when you've got like a nice bit of power in the sail, this is then when you can kick out with your back foot.